Hey everyone, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to the Happily Ever After podcast. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our second episode. We're glad that you're joining us today, and we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. What are we doing today?
Today we are actually diving into our Disney vacation that we took in September of 2024 with Jackson.
Yeah, and I think this will be fun. It's kind of like a little mini trip report in a way, because we have our vlogs on YouTube that are coming out right now each Sunday, so we'll talk about that later. But we'll kind of talk a little bit more behind the scenes, so it's not going to be necessarily a full recap, but more of like some of our favorite moments and kind of things that were going on during that time. But I just want to go ahead and say again, welcome back. I am happy that you guys are joining us. We've gotten a lot of support since we have announced that we're doing a podcast, and it's been great, and we're really happy to have you. So if you don't follow us already on all of our other social media, please go check us out. We're over on YouTube. We're on Instagram, TikTok. We have a Patreon, which is where you can find our bonus shows. And then we also have a link tree, which kind of connects everything. And then also some of our items that we take on our Disney trip. We just posted that as well. So are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
You want to start us off?
Yeah. So what is going on in our world recently? We just spent a weekend with my parents. We always have a lot of fun when they come, but this trip was a little extra special because we got to build the furniture for baby girl's room.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We've been waiting, mostly procrastinating until it got to the point where your parents were coming down and were like, okay, this is probably the best time to assemble everything and do it.
Well, they were also taking the mattress, which was a big deal.
That is really
I
big
guess
deal.
we could have done it and just put the mattress downstairs in the garage. But anyway, her furniture is built. Everything except for the chair, which is like two pieces to pop together.
Yeah, that's the easiest part. Yeah. You just kind of snap it together.
And Jackson got to help, which was really sweet.
He did. I was working most of it, so I didn't help too much. But your dad and I built the crib together. So that was really nice. That was special.
Yeah, and me and Mom and Jackson and Dad did the dresser.
Yeah, no, I could care less about that. That's so much. I do not like building it. Actually, I do, but I don't have the patience for it. Like, I get excited for new things, but I'm just not good with building it. And that's something you love to do.
Yeah.
So
I like following directions.
I don't. So, yeah, what else did we do? We had a really good week and weekend.
We tried a new barbecue place.
Yeah, so there's a barbecue place. I don't know how long it's been open for.
New to us.
New to us. What was the name of it again?
I have no idea. I knew you were going to ask me.
Okay. Well, while I find out that name, it was delicious. We've been looking for kind of a go-to barbecue place. There was this place in Maryville, Tennessee. It was called Full Service Barbecue. It's everything you imagine it to be. It was out of this old gas station, converted to this barbecue. There's the little, the smoker outside. You could smell it literally for miles. And it was delicious. They had probably the best barbecue sauce I've ever had. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. It was that Tennessee whiskey sauce. We always got it. There was like so many options, and the Tennessee whiskey sauce was just the best.
Yeah. And you could you could get kind of like not a platter, but what would you call it? Like the big heaping of it?
Like a family style?
Well, yes. Yeah, like the big, it's like not a pint because it came in like the aluminum.
Yeah, like family.
Like a family style
tray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was.
In bulk. You can get it in bulk.
Yes, thank you. Kind of, yeah. I don't, there literally is a name for it. I don't know why we can't.
So that's what we always just did with Mitchell's parents. We would always just go pick up like a pound or so of it and then bring it over to your parents' house.
It's so delicious.
Sides.
They closed down basically not too long after we moved back to Tennessee. And we've been looking for a good place. This place, I got the name now. It's called Hatcher's on Target Barbecue. So it's in Alcoa. I'll give you the address. It's 1366 North Wright Road in Alcoa, Tennessee. So if you're in this area and you want some really good barbecue and really great service.
I was just about to mention that. Everyone we encountered there was so nice. And it's like a quick service style, but they brought the food to your table. And then the chef also came out, or the cook or whatever, and like asked us how our food was.
Yeah, like it's a little joint. It's not a restaurant. Well, I guess it is a restaurant, but it's not like it's not a fancy place.
No, we were the only ones in there at first, and then a whole bunch of people came in, and by the time we left, all the tables were full, which wasn't a lot. It was maybe like 10 tables or so.
Maybe even that, yeah. It was delicious.
Very good.
I got a barbecue pulled pork sandwich, and I got French fries because we all kind of shared. So there was baked beans on the table. There was
mac and cheese,
which that was delicious. Baked beans. I'll get the baked beans were phenomenal.
Fried okra. Dad and I had fried okra,
and that was great.
It was very good.
What else did we have? Who else? What I mean, my pulled pork sandwich was great.
Dad and I had the ribs.
Yeah,
they were
ribs,
so good. They had a dry rub on them,
yes.
and I don't usually like a dry rub.
Yeah.
And it was just so delicious. And then you got a sauce on the side, so it was really good.
And what is this? Because was it all? I can't remember the name of the sauce.
All in the family, something like that.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up too. But it was really good. What else? Would your mom got? It's like some chicken.
Mom got
strips.
chicken tenders because she's not usually a big like barbecue person, but so they were the best chicken strips that she ever had. They were so juicy and so delicious, and they came with so many of them.
Yeah, there was a lot. Jack had some mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. He liked that. I think, right? I can't remember now. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, and then what else was that? Was that kind of it?
That was about it.
Yeah. Now I'm looking up the sauce. I'm gonna like die on this. I guess I'll come back to it when I find it. But so great place to eat. Go try it out. What else do we do? It was a busy weekend. We built furniture. We did do some stuff outside.
Yeah, we did a lot of gardening and stuff in the backyard. My dad and I planted tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, strawberries, and then kind of like remulched the whole front of the house, and we got everything set up in the backyard.
Yeah, it looks really nice. You and your dad have the biggest green thumb.
Yeah.
And so when you guys like get into it, it's really nice. You know, if we had tons of money to spend, we would probably have an actual garden here.
Yeah, but I would also still wait for my dad to come down and plant all of it with me because it's just something we do together. And I took the cutest picture of Jackson and my dad planting, and I have the same exact one from last year. And so I took a picture of them planting again this year.
That's so nice. Cute. Yeah. Okay, so I got the sauce. I'm going to bring us back in. We're going to wrap this up right here. The sauce is called Better Together.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and the base it's sweet and it's a vinegar blend. So they have a house sauce, which was honestly really good. I didn't realize they had a house sauce.
I didn't either. I feel like I didn't see it on the menu.
Yeah, and I mean, Better Together was great, but I definitely would just get the house sauce next time I go. They have a Tennessee Gold, which is a mustard base, a sweet heat, a not Al White sauce, Carolina vinegar, and honey mustard ranch, that sort of thing. So, okay, that wraps that up. Anything else you're off the top of your head? I'm asking you.
I don't think so.
Because you have the best memory with this stuff.
Yeah, nothing really that we did. We had
Weeball.
Yeah.
Tonight. So yeah. Jackson did really good. He got a couple of hits. He cried a little bit. Poor guy got his feelings hurt. You know, it's
tough out there on the Weeball field.
It is. I told him, I said, there's no crying in baseball. And
I'm sure that went over well.
It went well. He cried even more. Yeah. He said, yes.
Did he really?
He did.
Poor baby.
I was like chuckling internally, but I was trying to help him out. But, you know, there's a bunch of kids. They're all fighting for the ball, you know, and it just happens. They all want to turn.
Yeah.
So we talked to him. I helped him out, and he was fine after that.
When does this come out? On Sundays?
Mondays? Yeah. Sundays. Well, Monday mornings. Yeah, Monday mornings. What I'm talking about. Monday mornings at 6 a.m. Yeah.
Well, next Monday we have an ultrasound.
Yeah.
See the baby again.
Yeah, that's true. So that'll be on the next episode.
Yeah.
We just had a ultrasound, not an ultrasound, but a visit recently. Everything looked good. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was an ultrasound.
Was it? Oh yeah, so. Because I wasn't in the room at that time.
Yeah, we've had a lot for her, which we will discuss why at some point, but not yet.
Yeah, no. So that was it. It was a busy week. We've been doing stuff around the house and also not doing stuff around the house. You know what? Like when we were having Jackson and you were getting pretty close to having him. I'm going to just be honest, and you'll admit it, you're struggling, right?
Yeah, I'm struggling.
You're struggling to do anything, whether like even just like small task.
Yeah.
You know? So like the house kind of takes a little bit of a hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially having Jackson and having all these toys and everything
Yeah.
around, like the last like 3 nights, we just kind of left them out because scooting around on the floor to clean them up is like way too much. It'll take too much time. And then standing up and bending over just hurts. And like Jack can help. We can have him help. Which he does. He does clean up his toys. But I feel like we've been so busy recently, we haven't had time at night to have him like help us clean up everything.
Yeah.
Then the dishes, I can like barely lean over the sink with his belly in front of me without my back hurting.
And honestly, the kind of sounds I was thinking in my head, it's not that Amanda is responsible for like cleaning up the house. We do it together.
Yeah.
We're a really good team, honestly. But you know, if she's not able to do certain things, I have nights where I'm like, I don't want to do anything either.
Yeah. I mean,
you know?
It's not like it's expected of me, but like I want to get stuff done because I am home. So when Jackson takes his nap, like I can do this stuff, but
Yeah.
I've mostly been taking on the laundry because I could just sit on the floor and fold it while I watch Housewives.
Yeah. So to wrap, I know I kind of took us on a tangent there, but getting back to the point is, see, I already forgot the point. This is what happens when I go off on a tangent. You're over there yawning. Are you tired?
I'm so tired.
Yeah. You're not getting much sleep now, are you?
No, I'm not.
No. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. It's all coming back to me now. Is that when we were having Jackson, I felt like I didn't have enough time to get stuff done because there was so much to do around the house and prepare for him. And I feel like mentally that helped me get prepared for when he actually showed up. And I was thinking about it today and I was like, oh, this is basically going to be like when baby girl gets here. Like, I'm like right now, I'm like, I don't have enough time to do anything. We've been working on the podcast. We have our YouTube videos and we have daily life. We have preparation for baby girl. And so I just feel like I don't have enough time. I'm like, oh, wait. Here it is, reality check. I've got to get used to this because this is the new level of not having enough time when you're going to have 2 kids.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be busy.
It is going to be really busy. It's going to be a good busy.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to, what are you looking forward to the most, the newborn phase or after?
I don't know. So like, I'm looking forward to the newborn phase because like, I just want to get a lot of snuggles. Like it'll be sweet seeing Jack with her and like, she'll be a little bit more like easy to like transport, you know?
Yeah.
Like she could just kind of go anywhere. But I'm not looking forward to not sleeping at night.
Yeah.
But like once she's sleeping at night,
you're not sleeping now anyway,
that's
so
true. Once she's sleeping at night, then she'll be more like active and like more opinionated. It'll be harder to like take her out, which like is a big deal because 1, I don't want to be home all day, and 2, Jackson is a toddler. Like we have to go out, right? Like we go to the library, we go to the zoo, we go like see friends and everything. So like it'll be a little more difficult to like to move with her than it will be when she's a newborn.
Yeah.
What about you? Loaded question.
2 years old.
That's not fair. She's gonna be so cute and she's a newborn.
I know. I'm just so used to now Jackson can do everything, and it's really hard to imagine going back to taking care of another kid like that. So, but no, the very, very brand new phase always makes me nervous. But after like 3 months and 4 months, that's when it starts to set in. I'm like, okay, I like this phase.
Well, we had it a little tough with Jack at first,
we did.
too.
Yeah.
Which we can get into in like a whole other episode. But,
yeah.
Long story short, he had heart surgery. So you were a little afraid to hold him.
Very afraid,
after his surgery because he was so delicate. Because
I was already scared.
Yeah.
and then add that on, it's like
his incision is like on his back, kind of his side almost. So like you have to like hold him a specific way, and like you couldn't get him dressed like a certain way. Like you couldn't lift his hands over his head. So like we had to be like extra delicate. Like not only is he newborn, but now he has this like incision from heart surgery.
Yeah.
Which was scary.
It
so
was
I feel like
scary.
She'll be maybe a little easier. Hopefully.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, please, Lord, let her be easier. So okay, I think that pretty much covers it, right? Is you've got to stop yawning over here.
Man, I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sleeping.
Well, it's very obvious.
Yeah.
If they heard how many times you've been yawning over there,
I don't know, like 3 maybe.
At least since before we began. Now,
oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. I don't think there's anything else to add, right? We don't have anything. Yeah, I'm sure there was, and we're gonna be like, oh, why did we not talk about that? But All right. So let's move on then. Let's talk briefly about our upcoming Disney trip and kind of where, because we actually did talk about something this week. There's two things I have in mind. So maybe I can
I'm
go
blanking.
first.
Like the only thing I was thinking was we were supposed to come up with this weekly countdown.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We've literally done nothing.
Oops.
We're like all talk, which is so funny because like on the vlog, if we like when we're at Disney, we're like, oh, we're going to go eat at Cosmic Rays, and then something steers us away. We could just like edit it out. But like with the podcast, we spent so much time talking about this. We can't just like, and it's already out. So we can't just like chop that part out of it. That's
Forget everything you heard last week.
Yeah, we literally did nothing with the countdown. So,
yeah.
And this baby's coming quick. We might just have to do like a regular like 50, 60 day countdown.
No, I think I'm just going to buddy boil it and just put the antennas on your head.
Yeah.
And just forget everything I said.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll discuss that more. But I had two things that we've kind of talked about. One is the parade. They're saying that it could be coming out in July because Happily Ever After just changed the times. So Happily Ever After was going at like 9:20 and now it's going at 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why. So it's obviously it's
You don't think it's just like summer time changes though?
I don't think so.
Because don't they extend their hours in the summer anyway?
They do. But I mean, it's supposed. We're expecting the parade in the summer, so I feel like it's just like maybe it's the next step. But it's a really good point. I didn't really consider about changing just because of summertime.
Yeah.
In which things do change. They lengthen the hours, the park hours.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. So that was one, and then the other thing is I sent Amanda today. It's the new lounge, like the new elegant lounge that's opening up at Spaceship
Adults
Earth.
Adults
only. Hashtag. Disney kind of released some more stuff. Was it Geo 82? I think is what it's called.
Something like that.
It looks really nice. And I told Amanda, I said, maybe this is something we were kind of texting about. And I was like, maybe it's something we can do as a couple.
Food looks very sophisticated. I think I would just get like a charcuterie board. And like even the drinks, they looked a little like they were interesting, but like there was a lot of things I couldn't even like pronounce in half of the drinks that I would get, like the mixed drinks, the cocktails.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So I think I would just get like a Sauvignon Blanc and then a charcuterie, and then I'd be good to go.
I looked at it and I was like, I don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna get something to look fancy.
They have a charcuterie board. We'll just get a charcuterie board.
But you know what I did?
What?
I was like, I wonder if they have beer. So I scrolled down to the bottom and I saw the beer list and I was like, all right.
Yeah, I know. I scrolled down. I saw they had wine. I was like, I'm good.
But I'm like, we can't. If you're going to go there, you can't just do something casual like
Well, you can't, but I think wine is nice and fancy.
Wine
enough.
is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you could have a glass of wine with me. You never usually drink a glass of wine.
I don't. It would be nice. Maybe I will. Maybe that's something we look into.
You should.
We do. I mean, we know what we do have together that's different. We do champagne. We kind of both like to have champagne together.
Yeah, but like once a year.
Yeah.
Usually at New Year's.
Yeah.
Not this year.
Nope. So, yeah, I mean, this past fall trip we took with Jack, we didn't have a chance to get away. But the one before, we've been always doing like kind of either an adult night or someplace to go is just Amanda night, or we've been doing it with Zach and Hannah when we've been vacationing with them. So maybe it's just something because this time we can do just you and I.
Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have a brand new baby. Yeah. I might change the plans very quickly. Yeah. So I think that's kind of it with our upcoming trip. Nothing else has been booked or, changed. We do have, the trip is booked. We have our hotel.
Well, the hotel's the only thing we have. We don't even have flights booked. We haven't even started looking at dining reservations. Again, our countdown. I think we're just going to, maybe we can really work on pre-planning a good 50, 60 day countdown.
Yeah.
So that way we can start it now before the baby's here. And then when she's here, we don't have to do that much work.
Yeah, maybe that's what it comes down to. And we just do something similar. So I'm tasking you with this.
I know. I don't know what to do. I've searched Pinterest and everything. I cannot find anything better than what we did last year.
You need to go down the back alley in Pinterest.
I know.
The secret door. Knock twice.
Someone give me an idea, please.
Knock twice. Ask if you want to build a snowman, and it opens up a new link. All right. So, do you have anything to add for upcoming Disney trip?
I kind of got out of the Disney mood, and then today I was like, oh wow, it's actually coming kind of soon, and then I got excited again.
You got out of the Disney mood because you had a weekend with your parents.
That's true.
But let's not forget that you've watched Disney Lives every single day.
Yeah, I know.
And I get pictures, or I go to our YouTube channel and see that there's another live popped up.
And the one day that Noelle was working in Magic Kingdom, my parents were here, so we were out and about.
Yeah, that's true. If you guys have watched our YouTube, you know our good friend Noelle.
Good friend. She's my soulmate. She matters more than you do.
It's funny because we actually, when she comes up here, really anywhere, but when she's up here, what are you guys? Do you remember what you called? Sister wives?
Oh, we are sister wives.
Yeah. It's so funny. Noelle is so sweet and kind.
Yeah.
And she's actually coming up very soon too.
Yeah.
So we'll see her. But yeah,
we'll have to snag her for a podcast episode while she's here.
Oh yes, we will. We definitely will.
Imagine us sharing a mic? We would just be chuckling the whole time.
You would.
We would not get through anything. It would take us hours.
Absolutely. I'd have so much editing to do.
Know.
It's crazy. But if you don't know who she is from our YouTube, if she's just a random person we're talking about, she works with the horses at Disney. So literally the horses that you see on Main Street.
She works on the ranch.
Yep, on the ranch at Fort Wilderness, all that stuff. Those are her babies. And we're going to have her on for an episode so she can kind of talk about that and some other things she's done with Disney. But she's great. So if you're at the Magic Kingdom...
She has a lot of cool Disney history. She worked Great Movie Ride.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to hound her on that.
I know.
She'll tell me. She'll tell me all the good stuff.
She'll tell you the good stuff.
She worked with you at Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway.
And Star Tours.
Yep. So there's going to be a lot of good things to talk to her about.
I know.
Coming up soon. But yeah, she does the trolleys on Main Street, once or twice a week, something like that?
Yeah, kind of depends.
Yeah, so if you want to see her and say hi, let us know, and we could try to tell you what day she'll be there, but she's awesome. She'll even take you up to Cinderella Suite.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. So, okay, moving on. Let's talk about our past upcoming. We just talked about that. Let's talk about our past Disney trip. We hope you guys have been watching our YouTube. And if not, please, we highly suggest to go check out our YouTube when you get a chance.
I think they're a lot of fun. Especially the trailer videos are my favorite.
Yeah, we love doing the trailers. It's so much fun to find a song. That's the best part. And the hardest part is figuring out the song to do.
Yeah, the song has to fit the vibe of the trip.
Yes. Yeah, it has to fit everything. We have a couple others that eventually we'll get to, but it has to match what's going on. Remember this last one, we had 2 songs, and we liked this song more than the one we chose, but it didn't fit the vibe of the trip. We played the music with the clips we had, and we're like, oh, nope, doesn't work. So I'm really glad we chose what we did. Yeah. It really fits. But yeah,
I really like it.
Our trailers mean a lot to us. That is probably that's the videos we hold on to the most. That's,
They're the funnest videos to put together. And then they're also the funnest videos for us to watch. I feel like you really get the whole vibe of the trip from it. And it's just a nice little snapshot of what's to come if the videos aren't out yet, or what the trip was about. It's like a trailer.
Yeah.
It's like a movie trailer.
Yeah, exactly. It's hype video.
Or a hype video. And then you get to see what the trip is about. And you're like, oh, I want to watch this series or this, this vacation.
Yeah, so that's what we try to make it for. But yeah, where were we going with this? How do we sidetrack off that? I feel like there was another. Oh, I guess that's what we were saying. So yeah, sorry. It is late and I need to gather my thoughts a little bit better. But check out our YouTube because every Sunday, right now we do premieres at 3 p.m. If you're not familiar with a premiere, it just means that you can watch when it comes out live with us. There's a little chat feature, so we all kind of chat in there, kind of talk about it. So watch, because this is just additional. We're not going to try to walk through every single step, but we're going to talk about some of the moments that happen. So hopefully you've seen it, and then you're coming over to the podcast, and you're like, I want to know more. What happened? How was the night? All that sort of stuff. Because, even when we film, there's things that we forget to talk about or we just don't mention,
Plus, no one wants to watch us sit there and yap.
Yes.
While we're at Disney. So if we didn't film it, it probably isn't going to make it in unless it's super important.
Yeah. Usually it's it would be too boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the first video. Now we have a couple other videos out. We have our 2 planning videos and we have a packing video. So check those out. We're not going to talk about those other than just that's what they are. We showed kind of our planning process and we showed what we packed. But let's get to travel day because that's the one that just came out when this podcast is releasing. So we're a little ahead of time here, but we obviously know what happened. So travel day. How much do you love travel day?
I really like travel day. There's so much anticipation. It's like good anticipation though, you know? And like this time we definitely left enough time to like leave the house and get to the airport on time. Like it was a lot more chill, but we don't leave a huge chunk of time because a 2-year-old in the airport
not good.
Is not great.
And then you got to entertain them on the plane. You run out of
exactly.
what to do.
Like, and we don't want to like run around the airport. We kind of want to stay near our gate. But anyway, so I think this time we really left with like enough time. I was impressed.
I was too. That's something we talked about. We're like, we need to get up, have enough time. We can just casually like get out the door in the morning and casually have breakfast, casually have enough time at the airport and just take it easy. Like
plus it's
vacation.
Disney day. So like there's no way we're sleeping in. Like no one's hitting snooze on that alarm. Like the alarm is off, like goes off and we're like already up and showered and dressed already.
Yeah. And we had an earlier flight. Do you remember the exact time?
Like 10 or 11.
10 or 11 I think is what it was too. Yeah.
Can we make an honorable mention for those shirts?
Oh, yes, those shirts. Yes, yeah. Go ahead.
So I have a Cricut and I really enjoy making like shirts and stuff for us to go on the Disney trips. But I have the biggest issue with making toddler and baby shirts. Like I've tried washing them in the toddler detergent. I've tried not washing them or the baby detergent. And I've also tried washing them in adult detergent. And I just cannot get the vinyl to stick. Like literally same material, same brand, like 100% cotton or like whatever. And like I have the hardest time getting Cricut iron-ons to stick to toddler and baby shirts. So always. Every single time. It's like the weirdest thing. Like works perfectly fine with adult shirts. Toddler shirts cannot get it to work. Like it blows my mind.
We've tried washing them. We've tried different brands. Everything. We've
tried everything.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I really don't get it.
So so the shirts had like basically like half of like a Mickey outline. And mine had ears, mine had a bow on it, and it said Disney bound, just like super simple. And literally by the time we got to the car, Jackson's Mickey had started to peel off and he just ripped it off of his whole shirt. So like his just said Disney bound, but like since the Mickey was so big, the Disney bound was like on his belly and it was just like blank above that. And I hate it so much. And like, I don't think we ever had the space to talk about it.
I don't think so either.
Well, this is it.
It was so frustrating.
I tried, man.
And we were like, you know what? Let's just let it be. Yep. There's nothing we can do about it now. Maybe no one will notice. But here we are talking about it, so we're bringing attention to it.
It bothers me.
Yeah.
And it bothers me that we don't say anything about it because it's like...
Do they notice? Like, are you wondering if people are like, oh, did they even notice the shirts?
Yeah.
I feel
We tried.
You tried.
Yeah.
I didn't have any input this time. I made the last design.
You made the design. It wasn't the last one.
No, 3 times ago?
It was when I was pregnant with Jackson.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Let's not go back that
2021?
Yeah, that was the last time I think I did it. So, it was nice getting up and having enough time, and then just getting in there and seeing Jackson's reaction was... I mean, incredible, really.
I mean, we had been like talking to him about it since we had the countdown and like we were watching a bunch of Disney things and everything. But like he was 2.5, just about to be 2.5. And the fact that like we were like, do you know where we're going today? And he just like, we're going to Disney. It was so cute.
Like, what?
None of us expected him to like remember, really.
Yeah. That was the one time I never had to turn back on the camera and say, oh, can you say this? Or can you try it again? Like it was perfect moment. I was like, oh, this is great. I don't think we mentioned it before. We might have mentioned it on YouTube, but what do you always have to watch before you go to Disney?
Disneyland fun songs. It's the Disney sing-along.
Which one is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite?
Yeah.
The Great Outdoors, right? Yeah.
Tell him the line. Tell him the line.
My sister and I just always sang it funny, and we always said, "Ain't nothing like the Great Outdoors to eat your soul."
Yeah.
So our favorite.
It's to eat your soul. I love that. I
also really like the Haunted Mansion song that they have, though. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Donald
a good
Duck
one.
is in it. And so is Maleficent. Like, couldn't be better.
So we do all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you're already prepping early with this upcoming one.
I'm just excited.
Me too. I really like, I can wait because that's the best part about the build up.
Yeah.
Like this, like travel day, like you're like, it's like you're so excited, but you're also like, oh no, it's here.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to like make it really good.
Yeah. And then we kind of took our time getting ready. Jackson was like yelling and screaming, and
he was so excited.
He was. And it was so nice to see. We made some coffees to go, which was nice because we talked about getting Starbucks, and we were like, why don't we just make coffee here?
We did get Starbucks.
Did we get Starbucks? Oh yeah, we did. Oh, I remember now. We had our coffee, and I was like, I kind of want some Starbucks.
We had enough time. That was the thing.
Yeah. So it was nice. It was nice. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. Not we talk it out. But this is why this is great, because you have a really good memory.
Yeah.
And you like jog my memory.
I have an eye
for
detail.
You really do. It's impressive. I don't. Well, some things I do, but otherwise, yeah. Back the car. It's also like when it comes to like vlogging and stuff, we really enjoy it, but it also does take up a lot of time and kind of slow you down, because it's like, okay, well, we want to show everyone coming out with their suitcases and do something fun. Like you waste like 10 minutes just doing that versus
you're not trying to like get like the perfect shot, but like you need content, right? Like that's the point of making a vlog. So it's not like we think we're filmmakers, but like you need to show something.
Yeah.
So you try to like make it look a little bit like nicer.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard between like looking staged and like just trying to get like a cute shot for your own vlog, just for yourself.
Like side note, like we've mentioned, we would love for the podcast and YouTube and everything to like go like just, you know, take off, and we have more listeners and more followers. That'd be great, but we just don't want to do anything that's like fake. We just want to be like,
yeah, this just is what it is.
Yeah, just who we are. We hope that you like it. So anyways, when we headed over to the airport, we decided to drive and not, it would have been hard to kind of like Uber there.
Yeah.
And
with the car seat.
Yeah.
We were taking Jackson's car seat with us.
Yeah.
So we've had to like put it in an Uber, secure it, like take it out. Like it's
a lot. Yeah. And it's, you know, to be honest, like there's just so much involved with packing for a kid, like taking Jack, you know?
Yeah. It was just easier to take the car.
Yeah. So then we got to the airport.
Nope.
No, we didn't. We went to Bojangles. Skip breakfast.
Reading your own notes?
No, I'm just looking at you. So, yeah, Bojangles, great for breakfast. It's right across from the airport. Quick, convenient, easy, great food. I got a Cajun chicken biscuit, fries.
I don't remember if I got a chicken biscuit or a bacon, egg, and cheese.
You got a chicken biscuit, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah, I might be making that up, but
might be. That's the one detail I don't remember.
Jackson got a biscuit, and that was nice because usually when we're going over there, we either are having to get something there or snacking, or it's just like we gave ourselves enough time.
I just don't think we've ever had a morning flight.
No, not really. I don't think so.
Going to Disney on like a
that
vacation.
Early. Yeah. Usually it's like 1:00.
Yeah. It's like 1 or like 5.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, that was it with Bojangles. We paid for parking. Obviously, we had the car. Did we park? No, we parked outside, right? We didn't park in the garage.
Outside, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit cheaper.
But I think we made a mistake by like, 1, not parking in the garage and paying a little bit more, and 2, not like trying to find a spot that was closer.
Yes.
Because, well, they had like a part of the garage that was like a part, like not garage parking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it was still like under the garage.
Yeah.
Like it was open to like our regular like long-term parking, like not like technically garage parking, but like
we didn't know until we left.
Didn't know. Yeah, until we left. And it was like the outdoor parking is so far away, and Jackson wanted to walk and with his little suitcase and it took so long. Yeah. I'm like, one of us is in front of him to guide him, one of us is behind him, and like We were all like tripping over each other. It was terrible.
It was.
I feel like it took us like 45 minutes to get into the airport.
It did.
Probably like 15, 20 minutes. Honestly, probably 15, 20. But like it was a long time.
But it was so cute seeing him.
He was really excited.
It's so cute because he's obviously at that age where he wants to do like everything himself. So like it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's so cute. And you just want him to like continue to like do things on his own. So. But then we got in security. McGee Tyson Airport is where we fly out of. It is a smaller airport, but it's great.
It sounded like you said Mickey Tyson.
Mickey D's. Mickey Mouse. McGee Tyson Airport. The Knoxville Airport. That's in Maryville. Like that's my favorite part. But it's so easy to get through, check through. Like always quick, super simple. And they have this
Except for that time I traveled on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, that was different.
That was so bad.
They have this little water feature that you'll see in the videos, and it reminds me of like old Disney water rides. Like it reminds me of Maelstrom. You know that?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think I said it to you last time, but
probably
it just has that Disney water smell to it.
I like the airport. It's small, so there's not like much to it, and there's not many flights coming in or going out, so it's really specific. But there's like a lot of big glass windows and rocking chairs and everything. It's got a cool vibe.
They got Starbucks.
Yeah.
And they got Ruby Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Right?
I don't
know.
And
a little store. But I don't think there's any other restaurants or anything in there. I could be wrong, but I don't think I think that's it. I think those are your like main things.
Yeah.
A little grab and go store. So, got on the flight, and this is when you're taking a toddler where it like really matters what you do. Is the flight, because you can't get out of your seat. You got the trays, you got the seat belts.
Yeah.
And you honestly prepared us really well for Jack.
Yeah, we try to like bring a few toys, but it's hard because at like 2.5, he's in his like dropping phase, and he just like wants to drop stuff on the floor to like see what happens. So we don't let him like use a tablet when we're like out at a restaurant or like whatever. It's just not like what we do. But when we travel, we let him just use a tablet to watch a movie, because that is going to keep him happiest and quietest for the longest amount of time and not disturb anyone around us, which would stress me out.
Yeah.
So it's making the trip easier for us and for everyone around us if he just watches a little bit of a movie.
Yeah.
He watched Encanto.
He loves Encanto. Yeah. What is he really into right now? Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2. He says he wants to watch Jessie, number 2. And then he's really been watching Monsters, Inc. again recently. He had a really good run, and then he stopped, and now he's back into Monsters, Inc.
Monsters, Inc. is great. And then also, his little headphones you talked about, the little Mickey.
They're so cute.
They're awesome. And you can also find that like via our link tree as well.
Yeah, they've got little Mickey ears on them.
So great.
Yeah.
And
they're
cheap.
Like, they were cheap, and they have like kid controls on them, so you can like control like the maximum volume.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Every parent's dream.
Yeah.
So obviously we landed in Florida. We used Turo. I could go on and on about Turo. It's been great for us. Some other people have had different experiences here and there, but overall, like every time we've used Turo, it's been fantastic. It's half the price.
Yeah. It's a little involved.
It is a little involved. But if you're used to planning a Disney trip, then you're used to, you're good with Turo.
I mean, some people don't like plan as meticulously as we do.
That's true, yeah.
It's not as easy as just going up to a desk at Hertz or Alamo, grabbing keys and getting in the car.
That's true.
It's definitely more involved. Like you're sending pictures of like your driver's license and like all this sort of stuff over. You have to take.
They could cancel on you too.
Yeah, they could cancel if they just need their car or want whatever. You have to take all these pictures and videos of the car, like before and after and everything. So you have to make sure you like a lot for that amount of time.
That's very true. And you also have to look up cars because there's different fees. So when you're on Turo, it's not just like simple, like there's buttons to click, but I do ones that don't have like the cheapest without fees to the, the airport that we're flying into, which is usually Sanford.
Yeah. Everyone like sets their own thing. It's like it's set by the owner of the car.
Yeah.
So,
but again, we've had great experiences. And it was just this. They showed us they sent us a picture. They said, "Hey, it's in the what is it? What's that lot called? Just kind of the overflow, not the overflow.
Long-term parking.
Long-term parking. Here's where it's by. Here's a picture. Here's a lockbox to get into it.
You do have to take a bus.
You do, yes.
Yeah, the bus is not great when we are traveling with just me and you and Jack, because we had a whole bunch of stuff. We had his stroller, his car seat, our suitcases, Jackson's suitcase, and all 3 of our carry-on bags.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot to take over.
But the driver of the bus both times was really nice and waited for us and helped us on and off with all the bags and everything we had. So that was really nice. Yeah. And when we were picking up the car at Sanford, they dropped us off right in front of the car instead of the bus pickup area, which was really nice.
That's Toro in a nutshell. And we got a car. What did we have? A Ford Escape or something like that this time?
It wasn't great. I didn't really like it, to be honest.
Really? It wasn't that bad. Now, what has been the go-to choice for us recently?
The Pacifica?
Chrysler Pacifica. And it's been great. And Zach and Hannah now have the exact same model that we used to take. But they didn't have any. I think they did, but the price was a little more than we. Yeah, we
didn't need it. We weren't splitting the price with anyone else, so it made it a little harder to commit to it.
Yeah. So, got our car.
I think it was Ford Edge. I think an Escape.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
an Escape
Ford Edge
is a bigger car.
Yes, you're right. It is. So we got it. Took off. Now there are some of the cars that have the tolls involved. I'm pretty sure most of them through Toro already have the toll pass, and then you just pay at the end. They send you the bill and you just pay through the Toro app. But I mean, that's fine. Got us back and forth is all we really needed it for. We made our way. We had to eat. We weren't going to eat, were we? We weren't planning on eating. We were just trying to get to the hotel, but
yeah, as quickly as possible.
But we
went to IDC first.
We did go to IDC. We got our International Diamond Center. We got our rings cleaned up, nice, and it was great. Honestly, I cannot say enough good things about IDC. And when I took it there, I told them, because I called them and they're like, "Hey, this usually takes a week to get done, but you can drop it off. We'll try to get it done in a couple days," which is basically rhodium dipping it and just cleaning them back up and polishing. So I got there and I was like, "Hey, I'm the one that's been calling," and I was talking to the guy, and I've seen this guy literally ever since we got our rings to start with. He's not the one that sold it to us.
I almost wish he was the one that sold it to us.
I do too. So I saw him and just chatted, and they're like, "Oh, you're in town on vacation?" Oh, this and that. I told them about our story, how much we love it, and they're like, "Give us 1 second." And the lady went back, took all of her rings back, and then she came back out and she's like, "We're gonna get it done for you right now." So I sat in there for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I think is what it took them.
I feel like it was 20, 25 minutes.
Maybe so, yeah.
Jackson was just watching a movie. I was just kind of hanging out, playing on my phone a little bit, updating Instagram with our plane pictures and everything.
Yeah. You're the Instagram. At Disney, you are our Instagram.
I am, because Mitchell does so much work with vlogging and everything, so yeah, I do the Instagram. But side note, I like how I've been doing it recently, that most of it is not updated as it's going on. I kind of try to take little pictures or little videos or something as the day goes on, and then sort of update it if we're sitting down waiting for our food, or if we're waiting in line for a ride, or at night when we go to bed.
It's great. We decided that, well, we didn't really decide. You brought it up and I was like, that's a really good point.
Keeps me more in the moment.
Yes.
The videos are hard.
Yeah. It's hard.
I try to make sure that everything is.
Oh my gosh. Moana. I'm sorry if you hear that. That is my cat, Moana, in the background.
I try to make sure everything is updated before I take videos or clips or anything.
Yeah. So I'm really appreciative that you do all that for us and make it look nice.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. How many times have I passed you something I said, "Here, can you make this make it look nice?"
Make it look nice.
I'm terrible at that stuff, but so yeah, IDC. They're fantastic. They're great. They got our rings done. We didn't have to come back. Done that day. Made our way. We're kind of hungry now, so we made a stop at Zaxby's. What did we say? Let's do something that we don't usually do. let's do something different here.
Let's go crazy.
Let's eat a Zaxby's, or we have it home and we every so often. Yeah. But we made a stop there. It was fantastic. We tried their new
buffalo garlic sauce.
Buffalo garlic. It was delicious, and they still have it. go get buffalo garlic sauce if there's a Zaxby's
good.
around you. Yes, so good. And then it absolutely torrential downpoured.
It was like a welcome to Florida rain.
It was like, hey, welcome back. Did you miss this?
It like sprinkled as we were walking in, and we were like, oh no, it's coming. So we kind of waited it out a little bit. We like took some time in Zaxby's, but then we were so anxious to get to the Polynesian that we were like, well, when it slows down, we can just run out to the car without our rain jackets, without umbrellas, like nothing. We just like made a run for it.
And it was a precursor to the rest of the trip.
It was, yeah.
I love a good storm. I'm a unofficial storm chaser.
I've never had a vacation at Disney where it rained so much though. Like I'm not talking about like a little afternoon shower. Like it rained.
Yeah.
Every single day on that vacation.
It did.
Yeah.
But it was also really great.
Like a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Not just like the normal, like maybe 30 hour long.
No, it was like, hey, here's most of the day rain.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Work around it.
Right.
I love a good Disney storm, but we didn't have enough time for this trip to have as much rain
we only
as
had
we
4
did.
park days.
Yeah.
And one of them was like a half park day because we were going to the Halloween party.
Moana's just literally, she's feral right now. I don't know what it is. She should be just laying down, and she's like, let me just run around like crazy.
She's like going from litter box to litter box and just running around.
So we made our way to Polly, which was fantastic. How was that feeling driving into Polly knowing that you're going to be staying there?
It didn't feel real, but also you have just been cracking me up ever since you stayed at the Polynesian. All you do is call it Polly.
Yeah,
Polly.
Polly.
It's like you became like best friends with this resort ever since you stayed there.
I did.
You just like never refer to it as its like name. Like I'm not expecting you to call it the Polynesian bungalows and villas and whatever, but like you just never call it the Polynesian anymore. You're just like Polly. And I feel like if
I don't
you're
know
talking,
who the Polynesian is. Who is she?
if you're talking to like not really strong Disney people, like if we're talking to my parents, we're like, oh, we stay at the Poly, and they're like, what?
That's
you know?
I love the Polly. I love calling it the Polly. I feel so like bouge.
It's just like you think you like entered a club.
I did.
It's really funny.
I entered a different Disney tier. That's for sure.
But like you don't even realize it, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I did not realize that, but I will not stop calling it the Polly. That's for sure.
So funny.
So fantastic. It's something we always wanted to do. It's a place that like, I mean, I think I can speak for both of us. It's classic Disney.
Yeah.
It just has those like
and it's
classic
on the monorail line. Like when I used to work monorails, I used to love working at Poly because I would like imagine myself like being a guest at the Poly.
Yeah.
So I used to love working there.
And we finally were a guest.
Finally were.
We checked in. We got laid. It was nice. That was awesome. And the check-in was pretty smooth. We did the online check-in.
Yeah. Did we get to pick the colors of the leis that we wanted?
We did. They had purple, orange, blue, green, yellow, something like that. So we chose. So I did blue.
I got pink.
You and Jackson wanted purple.
Yep.
So good
His
colors.
was actually really cute. Like it was like long enough that we could like double it up on him, and it didn't look like it was like choking him.
Yeah. After we checked in, we went straight to our room, and so we did if you see our travel planning, you'll see it on there, but you have an option to kind of choose like if you want a priority of a room view or early check-in or like different options like that. So we put that we wanted to have a better lake view, and then it was like closer to the main like tower.
Ceremonial house.
Thank
Grand
you.
Ceremonial house.
Look at me.
Mr. Polly.
What am I doing? And so we chose to try to get a better view. And we stayed DVC, and it was a deluxe studio, lakefront. Lakeview. And we looked at the building, and we were like, okay, well, if we can get in this building, because there was like 2 DVC towers or 2 DVC like spots or something like that, right?
I don't think it mattered.
Well, it doesn't. Well, you know what? In my planning, it mattered.
It wasn't a specific DVC tower.
No, maybe no, not.
It was just they just asked which building. Like, I guess the buildings that were available to book. And so they asked which building we wanted. So we got to like select.
That's what it was. Thank you. This is why I keep you around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one we chose, because that's why, the other one was like a perpendicular view. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up getting in room and walked in. We had the best view. We could see the castle. We could see fireworks. We
had a corner room.
Yeah.
On the second floor.
Second floor. It was amazing. Honestly amazing. Space Mountain in the background. Tron.
I know. The castle.
Yeah.
Everything.
It was incredible.
So something that like you don't see on the camera is that I really didn't want to go to the Grand Ceremonial House and get the leis because I was just so excited to just get to our room because we did the online check-in.
Yeah, I know. I was like, we have to go in there and get the leis.
It
like,
was such a pain. There was like no parking in the front. So we had to like park so far away, drag Jackson all the way inside. And then like, it wasn't like we didn't feel welcomed, but it was like there was no point in us being there.
Yeah.
So they were like, what can we do for you? Do you need to check in? And we're like, no, we checked in. And they're like, what can we do for you? We were like, can we have leis? It was like the weirdest interaction. And then like they were training. So there was like 2 or 3 of them that like literally stood in like a circle around us. And we're like swapping the camera back and forth to film. It was the most like awkward moment of my life.
It was great. It was like, so awkward,
it's not a good memory to me. Like,
really?
No. I was frustrated. And then we go in and like, everything, like nothing's working out how like we wanted it to. Like it wasn't like a welcome to the Polynesian, here's your lei, do you need any help, like here's a map to your room. Like it was just like you just walked in and they're like, what can we do for you, do you need to check in? And we're like, nope.
What do you want?
Literally, like they weren't mean, but like that's like the vibe. I don't know, like I don't want to say it was like a bad experience, but like because we didn't need anything, they were like, what do you need? Yeah. It was weird.
We just basically went to get the leis. We didn't actually need anything. We knew
so it's like,
where room
should we have done the online check-in? Maybe not. If we're like, I don't know.
No, next time I think we go up. Next time, we go up and just say, hey, can we get the leis?
Yeah, I don't know. It was so weird. And then they were like, here you go. And like we had almost expected them to put it on us.
Yeah, I don't know why I did,
and they didn't. So we were like standing there and we were like, okay. So like Jackson didn't really get the hang of like what we were doing, like putting it on our necks. And so like we wanted him to help and he just like kind of held it. And like, I don't know. I feel like it was like the weirdest part of check-in day. Yeah. And that's the first of 2 disagreements we had that day. So like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like I felt really uncomfortable and I was like, can we get out of here now?
Yeah, that's true. I look back on it with rose tinted glasses.
I know you
that's
do.
For sure.
We did get really nice pictures in like that bridge area.
Yeah, we did.
Some family took really nice pictures of us and we have really cute pictures of Jack.
I like when people do that and they stop. They're like, you want me to take a picture? Because
I used to hate it and now I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
anything
please.
To get a not selfie photo.
Yeah. How do we go from being selfie people to not wanting to take selfies?
We went from our 20s to our 30s.
Oh, that happened real quick.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so room was great.
It took a long time to get there.
Yeah, it did. If you want to see kind of the room tour, we have a video. I don't know when it's going to release, but it should be releasing soon.
It was a long walk.
We
couldn't figure out how to get to the parking lot, and then when we did, it was the longest walk of my life. Longer than the airport walk.
Really? That's how you felt?
Can everyone tell I don't have any patience?
No, you don't. You don't have any.
This walk was like killer. The smartest thing that we did do was we laid down the stroller seat.
Oh,
we laid it flat.
I forgot about that.
And we loaded it up with all of our groceries. We don't have our Walmart pickup on here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We did make a stop.
We made a stop at Walmart. We did a Walmart pickup like the night before.
Yeah, and we picked it up right after Zaxby's. Right before Zaxby's.
Basically, we got like snacks and like diapers and wipes.
Yes.
Like some like morning food, like some Pop-Tarts and some snacks and a case of water. I think we brought our liquid IV down with us.
I think we did, yeah. So just some essentials, but it was so great. I mean, we thought about doing the Amazon to the room, but there were some weird things I saw about that, like they weren't doing this or weren't doing that. So we're like, we'll just do the pickup.
It was
not
easy.
a big deal.
We got to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we laid down the stroller like completely flat, like if a baby or kid were to be sleeping, and just loaded that up with groceries because the stroller needed to come up to the room with us. And Jack was walking and pulling his suitcase.
I'm a big in one trip kind of guy.
Oh, yeah. It's got to get done in one trip.
Yeah. Like, I will find any which way to stack things, carry things, but it's only one trip.
I mean, that stroller hack was really the best. We used a basket underneath and loaded everything up. And I pushed that. And you had the 2 big suitcases. Jack had his. I think that was it. The car seat stayed in the car.
Yeah.
So then we just had our backpacks on, too.
Yeah. And made that hike in.
It was a really long walk.
It was. And then getting the nice AC as soon as we got inside was
I know.
perfect.
But then we went in from the side of the building and had to walk all the way through it to get to the elevator. And then the elevator was on the exact opposite side of our room.
All the way back. Yeah. I will say this about the room. They had 2 bathrooms and it was phenomenal for us. Cool. Yeah. And then the shower was amazing.
Well, there was 2 shower rooms.
2 showers, one toilet.
Yeah, which it was interesting. I kind of like it better than having 2 toilets.
Yeah.
It was nice to have 2 separate showers.
I agree.
But it was strange for that kind of room because that was we just had a king size bed.
Yeah.
A king size bed,
and then a pull out
couch,
Murphy.
And then the Murphy bed for Jack. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could sleep 5 people in there. We just didn't. We had the 3 of us. But
yeah.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. And then Noelle came and joined us.
Yeah, it was so nice to see her.
Yeah, we went and got food at Captain Cook's that night. I shared the flatbread pizza with Jackson, and I love Disney pizza. It's so bad, it's so good.
Coconut curry meatball things,
yes.
And I had such high expectations for it. This is going to sound terrible. I'm sorry to anyone who likes it. It looked like vomit and it tasted like vomit. And it was so disgusting. They were pork meatballs or something, which was fine. The meat wasn't the issue. It was the sauce on it. Just looked and smelled and tasted like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Gross.
You hated it.
I really didn't
I felt
like
so
it.
bad for you.
Yeah.
And Noelle got the noodles and she loved those. And then what else did we get? The biggest purchase of the trip.
Travel mug.
We love the resort travel mugs.
Yeah.
They are fantastic. We rediscovered them.
But we only got one.
Yes.
We got, story short. We got one the previous year because
we're cheap.
We went to Chick-fil-A the year before with the whole family, and I put my Chick-fil-A cup in the parent section of the stroller, and it was Velcroed on, and the whole Velcro just fell apart. And my cup fell on the floor. So you felt so bad. You went to the Goods to Go at Old Key West and you got me a travel mug. And I used it the whole trip. It was great. I loved it. It was perfect. We brought it back with us because mostly I just get tea, unsweet tea or coffee in the morning. Which doesn't require a chip.
Probably shouldn't say that out loud.
So there's the hack.
Don't do it.
But
maybe.
I felt terrible using it this trip because they were different color mugs this trip. And I felt terrible. I wouldn't go do it myself. I would always send Mitchell out to go get mine and I would get his drink, or I would just wait because I'm a princess for him to fill up both of them.
I'll kind of go over there, just get some ice in it and pour it. No one cared. We paid. The thing is, we paid for a travel mug and all you did was put tea.
I mean,
I
if
wouldn't
they don't
put
do
soda.
The chip.
Yeah. Then that's, yeah.
That's not my fault. But you can pay to have your old cup reloaded if it has the RFID, but it's the same exact price.
Yeah.
So it's you save on product. So you're not getting another cup, but you're not saving on price at all. At least give me a $3 discount for reusing my cup. I'm being nice to the environment and not using all this plastic.
Yeah. I would also say we wouldn't have done it if you're going to get soda.
Yeah.
We would have gotten 2 mugs.
Yeah.
But because it was tea, it's okay, tea or coffee is eh.
If I did get soda, I would just use your cup.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think you did. You might have done it once. We might have got a Sprite to share, but that was about it. Yeah. So, that was kind of it for the night.
No, it wasn't. I got one more thing.
What am I forgetting?
This is what I got aggravated about.
Yeah. We went to get a Dole Whip.
Yep.
So
it was Jackson's first, and Mitchell was heart set on he had to get his first Dole Whip the first night at the Polynesian.
Mostly because my heart was set on getting a Dole Whip the first night.
It was literally like 10 o'clock at night.
And it was so hot that it melted on us.
We were exhausted. The line was so long.
Yeah.
The electrical water pageant was on. Everyone was stopped in the middle of the walkway as we're trying to walk back to our room.
Trying to make it in time so that way we could see Happily Ever After from our balcony.
I wanted to stop and watch the water pageant. Mitchell wanted to stop and vlog Jackson eating a Dole Whip. Jackson had no interest in eating it because he's watching the water pageant in front of us. We literally stopped in some like random patch of grass. Couldn't see anything because there was like lines of people in front of us. I was like, what is happening? It was so stressful.
Yeah. It was great.
It was great. Wow. It was great.
And it melted and it was dripping all over me.
It was all over your hands and you're like, what do I do? And I'm like, I don't know. You should have got napkins.
I was so sad.
Yeah.
I was so sad.
Yeah, it was so weird. Jackson did like it though after we got him to like finally take a bite. It was just so dark out. It was 10 o'clock at night and they shut all the lights off for the water pageant. Jackson had no idea what you were trying to feed him.
Yeah. I know. Poor guy.
I know. The whole thing, like I wanted it to be such a great experience.
It was
and that
not.
whole thing was not.
We'll have to redo it.
Well, yeah, we will.
We'll have to go at the Poly.
Not 10 o'clock at night.
No, maybe like 9:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we went back to the room. We cut the fireworks. Jackson was a little scared at first, and then
Yeah,
we
they
were
were
like,
really
"Oh,
loud."
yeah, we're like, it's colors," and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, then we started talking
Okay.
about the colors of the fireworks, and then that distracted him enough that he was like, I don't hear the booms,
yeah."
and I don't really care. We did bring his headphones,
He didn't. Yeah,
but we just, like, he just got so distracted by everything else, we didn't really need them.
yeah. So that was it.
Yeah.
That was travel day. It was a long day. We were up to like 12 o'clock that night, and it was a really good.
Only two
really
little
good day.
scruffles. Not
Yeah.
bad.
No, not bad at all.
Not bad for travel day, honestly. Could have been much worse.
It could have started off with one, and it didn't. I won the day right there.
You did.
So, do you have anything else to add about travel day?
No.
I literally was like, we're not going to recap, and here we did recap it. That's my fault.
Well, I feel like that's kind of the point, though, right?
No, I know. I was like, I wanted to spare everyone from like talking it all out. I tried,
I think we talked about like the details that like you don't see or notice.
Okay,
in the
I
vlogs.
felt, I hope you will notice stuff
That's
like that.
what it's supposed to be.
Yes. I just felt like I was like, did I blabber again about every single thing? Did I go on and on? But if you
A
said
little bit.
but you had
A lot of side notes.
Yeah, side notes.
I had a few side notes too, though.
okay,
It's
so
fair.
yeah. So
We'll get more organized.
yeah, we will. This is second episode.
Yeah.
You know what we have to do after this? You're gonna hate it.
Patreon.
A Patreon show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. We'll make
I'm
it
just
quick.
tired.
I know.
I can talk about The Last of Us and Andor forever.
That's funny. If you hop over to our Patreon and you check out the bonus show and this week's bonus show, and she's more perky, like I will be so mad. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we do have a lot to talk about on that. But okay, that's it. Travel day. As far as like our next podcast, we will be talking about our first day. And where did we go that first day? Do you remember?
Yeah, we had a pool day.
Yeah. It was glorious.
Yeah.
Carl joined us, Carl and Ashley and his little family, and that was great. We'll talk about all that next week, and we may have a special guest on. Actually, I take that back. We will have a special guest because I will make them get on. So that's it for tonight. Make sure that you guys check out our Patreon. You can join and chat with us. We can talk about this. We can talk about The Last of Us. I love to have a little group chat over there about everyone's thoughts on The Last of Us. And we're also watching Andor. So that as well. And then you could just chat in general. It'd be fun. We can talk Disney. But that's it. Check out our YouTube, check out our Instagram, TikTok, follow us. Make sure you subscribe here, wherever you're listening to. We truly appreciate it. And then also leave us a 5-star review, because honestly, for us to continue to be, easily noticed, for other people to check out our channel, like the reviews do so much. You don't even have to say anything. Just leave a 5-star, or you can write us a paragraph, whatever you prefer. That would just be really nice. So, you have any closing words?
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you next week.
oh.